My school is forcing us to learn a language that doesn't exist. Monday morning, the principal announced that we had a new mandatory elective called Chapelish Studies, and everyone needed to report there instead of second period. What the hell is Chapelish? I asked my friend Alex. He had no idea. No one did. We filed into our assigned rooms where a teacher I'd never seen before was writing strange symbols on the board. I'll be teaching you the most important language you'll ever learn, she said. This is the Chapelish alphabet. You'll need to memorize these by tomorrow. What country speaks this? I raised my hand. That's not important right now, she said. What matters is that you learn it. That night I googled Chapelish and got 0 results. Nothing. Not even a Wikipedia stub. I tried every spelling variation, checked language databases, emailed linguistics professors. The language didn't exist anywhere except our school. Within a week, kids were already stringing together basic sentences in Chapelish, which shouldn't have been possible so fast, but the grammar was weirdly intuitive, and everyone was picking it up faster than any language should be learned. Doesn't this freak you out? I asked Alex. Why? He said. It's easy, and I'm getting an A. Within a month, Chapelish was spreading through school like a virus with signs in hallways, and teachers using phrases in other classes, and kids speaking it between periods because they actually wanted to practice it. I kept asking where this language came from, but the teacher just smiled and said to focus on fluency, while the principal called it an innovative pilot program, even though the school board had no record of approving it, and the Department of Education had never heard of it. I started recording the lessons and studying the structure, finding 37 characters in an alphabet that didn't match any known language family, no Latin roots or Germanic structure or Asian tonal patterns, just something completely unique that had appeared from nowhere. Then I discovered we weren't alone, because 17 other schools had started teaching Chapelish the same Monday we did, scattered across different states with nothing connecting them except this made-up language. I found a Reddit thread before it got deleted, where kids from these schools were comparing notes, and everything matched perfectly, from the alphabet to the grammar, to the way teachers refused to explain its origin. I stayed after class and told the teacher I knew about the other schools. Why these specific schools? I asked. You were selected, she said. By who? I asked. That's not important right now, she said. You're teaching us a made-up language and won't say why, I said. All languages are made up, she said, but they have origins and history, and this just appeared one Monday morning, I said. She started erasing the board and said, some things are meant to be learned, not understood. By month 2, everyone was obsessed with Chapelish and saying that thinking in it was clearer than English, that ideas formed better in their heads when they used Chapelish grammar structures. Alex stopped responding to texts unless I wrote in Chapelish, and study groups were conducted half in English and half in Chapelish, with kids switching between them without noticing. I was the only one still questioning why we were being taught a language that existed nowhere but in our schools, and my parents thought I was overreacting while my friends thought I was being difficult for no reason. The school announced that standardized tests would include a Chapelish section, and college applications would favor fluency in it, which made kids double down on studying, even though nobody could tell them what college would do with a language that didn't exist anywhere else. Month 3, and I watched my friends disappear deeper into this fake language, preferring it to English and thinking in it first, before translating back when they had to speak to teachers who didn't know it. The worst part was that I was getting fluent too, despite my resistance, because the language worked its way into your brain, whether you wanted it or not, and sometimes I caught myself thinking in Chapelish, and had to force myself back to English, like pushing through fog. Then the teacher brought in a new textbook with symbols I'd never seen before, ancient-looking things that hurt to stare at too long. This is advanced Chapelish, she said, for those ready to progress. Progress to what? I asked. She looked at me and said, to understanding why you're really learning this language. So tell me, I said. You have to be ready first, she said. You have to stop resisting. The class continued in advanced Chapelish, and I couldn't understand a single word, even though everyone else was following along perfectly, taking notes in symbols that seemed to shift when I tried to focus on them. They were leaving me behind because I kept demanding answers instead of just accepting what was happening. After class, I saw them writing notes in the advanced symbols, having conversations I couldn't follow, and I realized I had two choices: keep demanding answers and be left out completely, or give in. Full story on the channel below.